Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on Twitch. For the thousands of attendants and the millions watching worldwide, bring it the greatest intro of all time going. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Marcus Militia proudly brings to you its undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of the fail. It's your boy Marcus Alford, aka Heel Marcus, aka Half Trash, Half Amazing, aka Mr. No 1v1, aka Body Make Bodderson, aka the worst streamer in the world. Boom! We are live here on Twitch, hanging out. It's a little bit different because we're doing a little bit of a chatty chat first. We're not going straight into the games. We're gonna do a little chit chat with my boy KyleLiterally, friend of the program. We're gonna talk some sports because we haven't had a chance to do our, weekly chat that we did last. It was like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. So we're trying to get in the routine of doing that, and we were getting ready to get into some debates earlier. So I'm looking forward to him jumping in here in a little bit. We're definitely gonna play a bunch of different games. We're gonna play more Fortnite. A little bit of Rocket League. I don't know if we're gonna play Fall Guys. We might have enough time. We might not. I don't know. We'll see. But we're here for a couple of hours, and we're gonna hang out, and we're gonna shoot the breeze, and all that good stuff. So please come in here and hang out with us. If you want to talk some sports, we can talk some sports. But don't worry, we're not gonna be on sports all night long. We are going to be playing some games tonight too, people. But when you got a friend that's coming through and he says he wants to come through, we're gonna come through, we're gonna rock out. So just waiting for him to come through right now, but I'm hoping everybody's having a great day. You got him waiting in the lobby right now. He's about to come through. Before we do that, make sure you go to heelmarcus.com. All that good stuff. There he is. I think Kyle's in the building. Look at Kyle, all dapper. Kyle, can you hear me? Alright, I can't hear Kyle right now. I gotta make sure I can hear him. Oh, I forgot. Forgot to turn my speakers on. Of course.
That'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's switch over to the interview segment.
Interview segment.
Different screen alert. Bam! KyleLiterally is in the building.
Hey,
So, what up, bro?
Just celebrating.
The huge.
We kept Ben Simmons.
Yes, we did. We kept Ben.
The Nets are going to be such drama to watch.
They're going to be so terrible. And I feel like people don't understand that this was the best thing for us. Because everybody was like, no, let's give him a shot. Let's come on. Ben's terrible. And I'm like, we got to stop this. James Harden, not only is he a ball stopper in the game, he parties more than anybody. There's stories of him leaving after a game, flying to Vegas to party, or flying to Atlanta for a party.
Yeah.
You live in Houston. It's already a party town. You leave that party town for another party town, it's all downhill.
Do whatever I could do to make sure that I'm doing
makes no sense. It makes no sense that he sits here and he does this type of stuff and completely comes into work 50%. I mean, granted, his 50% is better than a lot of people's 100%, but it's like you're doing more damage to your own body. And we've seen his body. His body grows, and not in the tall way. He grows wide. He's not small.
No, he's not. He's looking like, he's got that old man size.
Mm-hmm.
You get the random pounds out of the
He's like, hey man, you buffing up? Like, no, I'm not buffing up.
He's cream puffing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to body shape his body. At the same time, I have
Yeah.
I have a support system that's like, I have my own chef. I have
Yep.
know what my body can do. Everybody's body's different. Come on now, let's be able to. I'll tell you right now, like everybody's body. But if I had all that and I'm still in that shape, this is like, I think we really underestimate how much in shape body shape.
Yeah.
Right? Like this man has been playing since we were in high school.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No. I'm not a big Kevin Durant fan, so.
I'm not the biggest fan either. I think he has the work.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, definitely not saying he's not a worker. He does put some work in. He is a phenomenal player. I mean, personally, it's just the other things that I can't really. I'm like, I can't rock with you right now. But yeah, like I mean, it would be nice for him, but it seems like he really loves the toxic energy, and that team is destined for an ugly, ugly fall. It's gonna look really good at certain spots, and you're like, wow, this team could win it all. And then all of a sudden we're like, no.
I'm trying to think about what monster trio.
This of ego?
Maybe like the 09 Lakers when they had Karl Malone and Gary Payton and Kobe and Shaq. Well, not Shaq.
Well, I wouldn't use them just for the simple fact that Karl Malone and Gary Payton were old.
Yeah.
So they were clearly ring chasing. It kind of
this happened with Miami Heat when they first started. When they first had the big three.
Yeah.
And that was big tips. It was the first big three we ever really saw, and they got off to a bad start.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2-3 games were 500 for a while.
Yep.
But then towards the end, they just killed it.
Yeah.
And nobody can stop.
No. It's all about chemistry too.
Right. It's so much about chemistry, and I think.
And knowing your role. That's another thing.
And that's what they were talking about. It was just like, who's going to step down and be the
Mm-hmm.
How can be Kevin Durant? How can be Kyrie Irving? How can be James Harden?
No.
They're all number one.
All number one. No one's gonna pass up the ball.
Right. No
Like,
one's Chris Bosh in this situation.
No. And LeBron's a very passive guy as well.
Right.
So it worked. It works perfectly when you have people that are willing to be passive. And
it's almost as if that was Miami's problem. Like, you had three guys who were so team players that nobody.
yeah, no one said, give me the ball. And then that's when LeBron was like, I'll take it, guys. I'll take it from here. We're all good. But they won 2. They lost the first one, and they won those 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird that, like, because I almost feel like the era of the big three is kind of over. This feels a lot like kind of trying to get their toes in.
Yeah. And even
solid roster.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a team like the Celtics really makes some noise and really push through it. Everybody's looking Jordan, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah.
This is what we wanted Marcus Alford to do right out the gate, and that's really great. And you know, everybody's like Ben Simmons needs to shoot and all this other stuff, and his stats are down, his turnovers are up, and that's concerning. But I think that's just growing pains.
Yeah.
Like, he's more of a Magic Johnson than he is a LeBron James.
Yeah.
He's not going to shoot the ball. He's going to pass the ball. He's going to be a facilitator.
Yeah.
He's your point forward, and fitting into that role, you know, it's going to take him. It's going to take him another season. I don't think they're going to win this year, but Ben Simmons next year.
Yep. I totally agree. And I don't think people understand that. Like, that is going to be amazing. Hey! That's awesome. Thank you again for the resub. Like, I think people don't, and I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. The Golden State thing, Golden State was very passive too. Like, they're not, give me the ball, I'm taking everything, get out the way.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, okay, we'll facilitate, and Kevin Durant wants the ball, we'll hook him up with not a problem. Steph will get hot and you'll leave him alone. Clay will get hot. But they're all like, yo, whoever's got the hot hand, we'll make it work. And the thing about this team, they all are just like, I got the hot hand. And you're like, well, maybe you're not. No, I got it. I'm still hot. And you're like, you got to fight the ball from these guys. Like, also, prayers up to Markelle Fultz, man. That's a sad situation. Torn ACL. He'll be back.
Yeah.
But the Sixers situation, and I feel like Ben Simmons having the turnover issues or whatever, I'm not worried about it. It's like when you had those gunslinging QBs back in the day. Their INT numbers were up, but you still let them throw. Like, you weren't worried about, what's the completion rating and QBRs back then. You said, hey, did you win? That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
If we're losing, like, we're 7 and we were, before the whole COVID situation that kind of screwed us. I'm not saying any names. NBA, thank you for, not saying anything and not postponing games like you're doing for Phoenix. But, like, before that, we're 7-1. He's averaging close to a triple-double, and everyone else is gelling. You got Tobias Harris getting the Player of the Week honors. You got JoJo doing his thing. You got Maxey coming off the bench. Thibault starting to get a little bit more time, and he's getting in his defensive bag. You got Danny Green. You got Seth Curry having some really good numbers. Like, everybody around him is doing something. Whereas last year, it was like, what's his name? Who's our guard? The second guard.
Did we have a second guard?
Yeah, he was from Miami. We ended up getting
Josh Richardson.
Yeah, Josh Richardson. I was thinking Josh Hart for some reason, but Josh Richardson, he's kind of just there. He's not really doing the shots that we need. And then Toby had his off season or whatever. So you got Ben, and they're saying, Ben, you gotta score. But now Ben doesn't have to be the number 2 scorer. That's what Tobias Harris was supposed to be brought in for. That's what you need. You got JoJo, who's putting up 30 and 40 points a night. Then you got Toby trying to put up 20 to 30 points a night. Perfect. We are living the dream. Then you got Ben working the glass, getting the defense, getting the defensive points there, and getting the assist up. We're golden. Yeah. And you got Danny Green and Seth Curry ready to shoot whenever. Perfect. We are living the perfect dream here. And fans are like, I think Ben to shoot more. Whoa. We don't need it. Don't get me wrong. I was one of those people last year that was like, why won't he shoot? But the only reason why I said that is because he kept posting videos of him shooting.
Him just taking shots.
And I'm like, don't show me a mixtape when this is not on the album at all.
Right, I hate that.
I'm like, yo, I can't get these G Unit hits. I can get these G Unit hits on the street everywhere, but when the album comes out, it's nothing the same. I'm like, bro,
Right.
don't give me the gangsta rap. But
It is so wild because it's like Ben Simmons could have. I would love to see him have a mid-range shot. I don't need him to be a three-point shooter. But we've seen that he can shoot the three. He just doesn't want to, or he doesn't need to. And I think people are trying to force him into being someone else.
Yeah.
Where I think, in all the transcendent players that we've seen in the NBA all time, do things that people just normally don't do.
Yep.
You know, and it's like when people got up in arms because AI crossed over Jordan. Like, people weren't used to seeing crossovers, first of all. So they just thought that was like, disrespectful or something like that. But it's like, no, AI is out here trying to play the game, and Wayne doesn't care if it's Michael Jordan. He doesn't care about just the luster that comes with someone like that. So when you have someone like Ben Simmons coming into a league, and when you have someone else like Embiid, who are these like two kinds of players that would be prime for NBA in the 90s or like in the late 80s, like they're in the paint and they're going to grind you down there and they're going to score no matter what, whenever they want. They're going to find other players. You just don't see basketball like that anymore. And I think Brett Brown wasn't. He could have been the coach that could have been facilitated that, because San Antonio played like that for years.
Yep.
For like 10, 15 years. They won championships doing it. They were dominating the West for so long outside of the Lakers. Nobody else could get through the Lakers and the Spurs for the first 20 years of 2000 of the 21st century. So the fact that didn't happen, that didn't pan out. But when you see what Doc Rivers is and his whole thing, it's just like he has been able to take teams like that, these old school like teams, and bring them to that championship level. The Clippers could have been that, even with because they were just like, you have these players like Tobias Harris and Lou Williams out there who are just these role players who just shine so big in that role in their roles, and they know their roles. That's so important, to know your role. It is so hard to know your role in sports, in life, in work, whatever you do. It's so hard to know what your role is. And if you have a coach that is able to facilitate that, then you are going to excel in that. I think I don't want Ben Simmons to be the three-point shooter. I want Ben Simmons to be surrounded by three-point shooters. We saw those first 7 or 8 games and just how the shots were falling from Danny Green and Seth Curry, and even Shake Milton was getting in there. And Embiid is a three-point center. Like, man, this is just an unprecedented type of team. And it's just like, we can win a championship with this squad. We really could. But it has to become, its identity needs to be discovered. And that's something that we could not do with Brett Brown, obviously, because we had 4 power forwards on our starting roster. So you can't really do that. You're not going to win a championship with 4 power forwards. So I don't know, man. I'm excited about the Sixers season, even though they kind of skid a little bit, but that's because of COVID. But
we got 3 people coming back tonight. Harris, Shake Milton, and Thibault. They're all coming back tonight, so that's a good sign.
Right.
Like, I just feel like a lot of people were concerned about LeBron James's jump shot in the first couple of years of his run in Cleveland.
Yeah.
When he first came out, he was like, "Oh, all he does is drive and passes the ball all the time. He's not a spot up shooter. He's not a clutch shooter and all that stuff." And that's cool. That's cute. But at the end of the day, it's like, did we win?
Yeah.
That's all that we should really care about. I don't care about the stats. I don't care if... The only time I care about the stats is if we lost. And I'm like, how did we get here? Who did what wrong? That's when I look at the stats. I'm not trying to look at the stats during a win. If we won, that's all we matter. That's all that shit matters. If we lose, let's figure out why we lost. Oh, such a call had an off night. Good. At least we know what happened. At least we can go, all right, let's not do that again next week. But people sit there and they go, oh, they won, but Ben didn't drop 20 points. Who cares if Ben didn't drop 20 points? We won.
Right.
That's all that matters. That's all that should matter. But we've
gotten too obsessed with stats.
Yeah.
it's the game has gotten so scientific to the point where that is how we relate to the game as fans at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really think about what the intangibles are within the game,
Yeah.
and I think that gets lost in the conversation too. And you can see it in just the interviews, with the press interviews, like post game stuff. It just all they're asking about is just like what your numbers are or whatever. And
Or
I
the
don't think the
plus
players.
minus.
Right. I don't care what my rating is after a game night. All I care about is did we get the dub? And if not, then we got the L. So
You were a
we need to
minus
fix
20
that.
in this win.
Right.
It's
Like
called a
what?
win.
What does that even mean? I wonder. I wish that would translate to real life somehow. Like, what's my plus or minus on the daily day, and how much do I
mine's
not
gonna be like a
today?
minus every day.
Right.
It's
Right.
like,
Because
you tried -2 for the day. Like
Right.
some days you're like, Marcus, you're a -15 today. You didn't really bring it. You kind of phoned it in. I'm like, I know.
yeah, it's
sorry.
just wild.
Not really
It's
sorry,
wild.
but like the one thing that got me really confused about this Houston trade was what they were asking for.
Yeah.
Like when you want Ben Simmons, you want Maxey, and then you wanted Thibault. I'm like, all right, that's a
That's
lot.
the whole roster.
I'm like, that's a lot. And I was like, well, you already got John Wall. So you're going to put Ben and John Wall in the backcourt?
Right.
John Wall's a point guard. Where are you going to put Ben? What, do you have a plan here? Are you just
No.
throwing names out here now just to throw names out? Then they picked up Oladipo. I was like, I really have no clue what your plan was at all now. Like, so I was like, just don't take this trade. And then you hear they asked Boston for, what was it, Brown and Marcus Smart and some draft picks, and they turned them down. I was like, oh, they were desperate. They were willing to take whatever they could get, any chance they got, and I'm glad the Sixers said, yeah, you're too thirsty for me. I'm going to hang up this phone now. Good day with you. Because this was brutal. I'm sitting here, and I'm like, just don't make that trade. Don't make it. We don't need it. We don't want it. And I was just like, oh, thank God. Brooklyn got fleeced again.
They really
Like,
did.
because it's not as bad as when they traded Alt for Garnett and Pierce, but it's
Man.
it's gonna be disastrous overall.
It is, and they gave up so much
Quality,
with their picks.
quality bench, and quality players, and quality draft picks.
Yep.
Well,
There's no one else on that team.
Picks. Maybe not the draft picks. Like,
Well, they gave away 4 first rounders and then 4 swaps. That's a lot.
I mean, if you expect your team to be in the playoff run and deep in the playoffs, those draft picks mean nothing. Because
I guess so. But
lottery
that's
picks
that's
are
going to
the-
be your bench in the next few years, right?
they can always sign. But
How? They're not going to have any salary cap.
yeah, true. They won't have any salary cap for draft picks either. But any of those first
True.
rounders, they'll be worth money.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to get a lot of veteran minimum guys and all that stuff. They'll fill out the roster with a bunch of vets for like the cheapest.
It's going to be
but-
so wild. I don't think that team's going to.
The draft picks won't really matter because anybody that's not in the lottery or like that first person after the lottery, they're either going to be sent to the G League or cut anyway, and then end up going to re-sign with the G League anyway. It's super hard for anybody after the lottery to really get a chance in the league. You have to essentially just go to the G League. They'll say, hey, we'll sign you, but to a G League deal when you don't get drafted. And they go, all right, that's fine. But I just didn't understand why give up so much of your roster, because LeVert was good.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, you know what? They're just trying to do whatever they can to not only make Kevin Durant happy because he was always on board for this, but to as a failsafe for if Kyrie doesn't show back up.
Yeah.
And that's a weird situation there completely because now you're hearing rumors that Kyrie's not a fan of Steve Nash. And
Kyrie Irving doesn't like anyone.
no, he doesn't. Now he could be suspended or even delayed to come back because he was at a party with no mask on. And he got caught on camera, which is just hilarious. Like, you're a well-known celebrity. You're going to get caught on camera.
The entitlement.
Hmm?
The entitlement.
Yep.
With this dude.
Man,
and James Harden. They're a perfect marriage.
He left for personal reasons. Then you find him in a Zoom meeting with political officials while his team is playing and losing by like 20. It's just wow. And I mean, eventually they could probably talk it out and figure this out, and he might come back better than ever. Maybe this was all a ploy to force Brooklyn's hand to get James Harden here. Maybe Brooklyn was dragging their feet, and now Kyrie was like, well, I'll dip. Now you're going to really struggle. Y'all better make the call. Who knows?
I find it hard to believe that organization would be that smart, or Kyrie Irving would be that smart. I feel like ever since Kyrie left Cleveland, he just has been an afterthought in the league in general.
Well, he left Cleveland because he didn't want to be Robin to LeBron's Batman, and now
I would love to be Robin to
now
his
he's
Batman.
the third guy on a Brooklyn team.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, yo, if
he
you were
wasn't
trying
even the
to
guy
win,
in Boston.
He wasn't. And if you are trying to win championships in this league, in the modern day NBA, you have to just have some humility about who you are and what your place is. It goes back to the whole thing about role playing.
Yep.
Kyrie Irving is not going to be a number one guy. He's just not.
No.
But he's a really great number two. I would love to have him be my number two, but he doesn't want to be that.
No.
It's the same thing that's just what happened with Carmelo Anthony. It's the same thing that happened with Allen Iverson at the end of his career. All these players just have these really big egos that don't let them be who it is that they should be. That's why I'm really fascinated by seeing Dwight Howard in the twilight of his career, and how he finally won a championship when he just let go of his ego.
And how Carmelo had one of his great years in Portland.
Yep, and that's what it comes down to. It's just like, yo, what are you doing for the team? Not what are you doing for you? And all I see Kyrie Irving doing is doing for him. And that's why the Nets are not going to win a championship the way that they are now. They're just not. And I also want to make a note here that you have a red GT Racing chair and I have a blue one. In the same way that you would pick Pokemon Red and I would pick Pokemon Blue. I just want to point that out there. But that has nothing to do with Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, so let's completely move past this whole basketball fiasco. We got football. We got some divisional games coming up.
I don't even know who's playing. You want to know why? Football sucks. I said it. Let me tell you something. I went for a long time. I did not watch football. Ever since when the Eagles lost that fifth NFC Championship game against the Cardinals way back in 2009, I was like, I'm done.
I'm done.
I stopped watching football for legit a long time. I came back and it's like, oh, Seattle's cool. I watched them for a little bit. And then they went 7-9. It's like, oh, that's probably because I became a fan. And then it went like 2 playoff games. I was like, oh, okay, I'm still a fan. Cool, I'm on board.
I'm back on board.
At the same time, after that break, I took another break. Because I'm just like, I'm older. You know, I'm hyper conscious of just my body and other people's bodies. I'm just like, man, these hits are hard. How are these barbarians taking this kind of punishment? It's hard to watch. So between that and just all the fiasco around just concussions and all the racial stuff too, like, man, can't even take a knee out here. It just really kind of ruined my relationship with football. And then I watched the game recently, and I was just so excruciatingly bored by it. And I'm just like, I'm just going to go ahead and go watch this U.S. women's soccer game. Because that's so much more interesting than this malarkey. And then you know what? You want to know how I'm so far removed from football? I didn't know that there were 7 teams in the playoffs in each conference this year until
That
like
just
2
started
weeks
this year.
ago.
That just started.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't know that until like the playoffs started. I'm like, wait, why are there 7? Wait, there's only 1 team on bye week. What happened?
Yep.
What does that? How does that work? And I'm like, oh, that's weird. This is my first time knowing this. So all I know is that we got old man Breeze and old man
Tom.
what's his name, Tom Brady, who started playing when we were in high school. Yet again, here we
Yep.
are, and just the old man bowl, and that's hilarious to me.
Yep.
And you have a team like the Washington who went what 2-14 and made the playoffs. I'm just like, okay, cool. I kind of hope they win, but they didn't. But,
That would have been nice.
It would have been hilarious. But like, who else? Who should I be watching this weekend, Marcus? Fill me in. What's going to be good? Get me back into football, because
I guess the game that probably you should be watching probably be Baltimore and Buffalo. You got Lamar Jackson, former MVP, like runs all over the place, throws the ball. He's like a newer Michael Vick.
Okay.
Buffalo is Buffalo straight up. They have an MVP candidate, Josh Allen. Baller, kind of runs a little bit, not too much, but he really throws it. Everybody loves him. He's a media darling. Buffalo, bunch of drunken idiots that like to throw each other through tables. They do that on a regular. Pandemic
Right.
be damned. They will throw themselves through flaming tables during the playoffs. They will have no problem partying this Sunday, or when do you play? Saturday? Oh, even better, Saturday, so you can get drunk, arrested, and be freed on Monday. Perfect time.
Exactly.
Actually, Tuesday, because Monday's a holiday. So,
Oh wow, right.
so they'll be going buck wild. That's the game that I feel like will probably be the one that be real competitive.
Okay.
Because they're both all over the place. All of a sudden, Baltimore's team can really ball out. Their defense is good too. But Buffalo, good defense as well. And you got 2 good QBs at the same time. No old, and they're both young too. So these are guys that could probably be playing each other for the next 4 to 5, maybe 6 years. Then also the dark horse, Cleveland and Kansas City.
Yo, I can't believe they won last week.
Can't believe it, but I loved it because I don't like Pittsburgh, and that made my day.
I'm so tired of Pittsburgh. I never ever liked Pittsburgh.
Breaking news, Urban Meyer is now the new head coach of the Jags. If you're a Jacksonville Jaguar fan, congrats. Everyone else in the world, no one cares. I
wish Bortles had a better run. You know, that was a great running joke for a while.
Well, I mean, I guess people in his division probably should care because, I mean, their division's pretty easy. Not easy, but wide open. So, it's interesting for them. He's a college coach that is having his first experience in the league with Jacksonville.
Right.
I don't know if that would be one that you want to pop your coaching cherry for. But
No.
hey, do your thing. I believe he has a lot of GM control as well, which is not something that normally all coaches get, and when they do get it, it's not always a perfect idea. Where's Chip Kelly at? Anybody seen Chip Kelly? No.
No one has seen Chip Kelly. I think we need, an APV out for him or something.
It's weird. You never know, but that game with Cleveland and the Chiefs, you got the Chiefs, the reigning champions. Cleveland's hungry. They're scrappy. They're going to try their hardest. I mean, but I feel like this is not going to be a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
It could be ugly, but at least they can say they tried.
Right.
Packers and the Rams, I'm not 100% sure why I should be really caring about the Rams. Goff is cleared to play, but he has also just had a broken thumb or finger or whatever. So he's still recovering from that. He's not 100%. But his backup quarterback that was starting last week is not available this week because he's hurt. So
Everybody's
It's
hurt.
going to be rough, but the Rams do have a good defense with Aaron Donald. I'm not going to disrespect Aaron Donald at all. He is a little banged up. He does have a little busted rib. But him with a busted rib is still better than 95% of the people in this game. The guy is a freak of nature. He will throw you around like, like an angry mom at a shoe store with the biggest sale of all time, throwing people around, or a parent trying to go for that $1 on Christmas Day, on Christmas Eve or whatever in the toy store. Like,
yeah,
or on Black Friday. There you go, Black Friday too. Back in the day, those good old pre-pandemic times.
Was there? You know, it's funny because I'm watching Superstore for the first time, which amazing show, holy crap. And they had their Black Friday episode, and I had a moment where I was like, man, I wonder what Black Friday is going to be like during the pandemic. And then I was like, wait, we already did that. And I have no idea what that was like.
Well, it was pretty tame. A lot of stores were very limited. A lot of them were like, we're doing online, or they actually expanded it. It wasn't just one day. It was the entire month.
Right.
They said Black Friday sales the entire month, guys.
Yeah.
Don't rush in one day. The sale is here the entire month, so you can come through, walk briskly, walk fine, and we'll get you some stuff. Until we
Let me tell you something. This is totally off topic here, and it's fine because we're talking about football and I really don't care. I bought a brand new desk because I literally have 3 screens on my desk right now. I needed more than what I had. I bought it at Home Depot. I ordered it online, and I got in the car, and I was like, online pickup, great. And then I get to the online pickup parking lot. I say, text this number, and I did. And then like 5-10 minutes later, somebody came out with the cart, had the box with my desk in it, put it in the trunk, was on my way. Didn't have to interact with a single person. It was great. When this pandemic is over, I'm still going to be doing that. And I implore everybody else to do the same. If you don't have a car, get an Uber, get your best friend. Because I know everybody got that one friend that got a car. Like, pay their gas bill, whatever. Like, do something. Help them out.
The one thing I loved about the pandemic is that I got a chance to really deep dive into other apps that can give me stuff. I don't have to go anywhere. I was already doing most of this stuff before the pandemic, and now I'm like, oh, this will be even easier now. I'm like, oh, all these stores have apps now. Delivery. Perfect. Let's go.
Yep.
Oh, I can get random junk. I can get random KFC if I want to. Perfect timing. Like, I remember I used to have to call my dad, like, hey, Dad, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to, swing by KFC real quick for me? Like, when I was a kid, I'm like,
right.
Like, kind of want some KFC Pops. He's like, whatever. Like, now it's like, oh, KFC's going to deliver to my door, bro. We're good. Go somewhere. Like, anything can be delivered now. I love it.
We're so spoiled, and I love it because
I can't tell you how much I love it so much. It's disgusting, and I'm happy for it.
Yeah.
Every time.
There's some good things that have come out of this past year, and getting everything delivered is one of them. Even though it's funny because we always had that option within the last few years, we just never used it. It's like, oh yeah, I'll go pick up something on my way home. Like,
it was also
hell no.
It was also because we were cheap too. We were really cheap.
Yeah.
Because we would look at it and be like, $10 delivery charge. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Now I'm like, $10. I love myself. I'm gonna treat myself.
Treat yourself.
I'm not spending $10 on Grubhub. I'm spending $10 on me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it.
Yep.
But try not to use Grubhub, y'all. Just go straight to the website. I get so many discounts from some of the places I order from because I order directly from the website.
Yep.
It's wild. They just be giving me food. And I'm like, free French fries? Yes, please.
And Grubhub noticed that, so they started giving discounts on their stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
They said, "Hey, if you pay with us, we'll take out the complete delivery charge, and we'll knock off 5% of your actual bill." I'm like, "Really? Look at you trying. You were something else."
See, if you slick like me and you have 10 different email addresses, you can just do Grubhub Express and just cancel it after 30 days and sign up with a different email.
I'm like,
and it just saves my passwords automatically, so I'm good.
Perfect.
You know,
It's amazing, and
It
I've
is.
done grocery shopping online. I'm like, no problem, drop it off
That's the only way.
right at the door. I'm like, bruh, what am I doing? I remember having to walk home, and I'm like carrying like 5 bags. I'm like,
Yo.
I don't even think I have enough stuff. I should have went back and got more. I'm like, nope. I'm like, oh, you got 12 bags to drop off for me? Right in front of the door. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Perfect. Don't ruin my time telling me to go pick it up.
No, thank
Nope.
you. That's for peasants.
Ugh. I'm like, people like, oh, I gotta go to the store. Why? It delivers. What store are you going to? They have a delivery service. I gotta go to Best Buy. They have delivery.
Yep.
What are you doing? Oh, but I mean, I want to look at the stuff. You look online. What are you doing?
Yep. And a lot of these places have free shipping, man. It's great. It's great.
Free shipping. And you can get it the same day.
Same.
I ordered
day.
stuff from PetSmart. It was here the same day. I was like, shout out to PetSmart. Like, yo, thank you. Gosh, give me all of that.
Pet Smart, more like Pet Genius.
Pet Genius.
Am I right?
Pet Mensa, let's go. Oh,
Yay, sports.
I know. Completely left sports, completely in the back. All right.
Yep.
Before
Here are my predictions, sure to go wrong.
All right.
So the Rams are going to beat the Packers,
Ooh.
30-17.
Oh God.
You heard it here first, folks. I mean, they beat the Seahawks 30-20, right? I think that was the score.
Very true.
Let's see. Bills are going to make it all the way to the Super Bowl.
Mm.
And they're going to beat the Ravens. It's going to be a close one. I want to call it 23-20.
Mm.
Browns are going to blow out the Chiefs.
Ooh.
They're going to come in guns a-blazing. They're going to do the old Andy Reid with the onside kick to open the game. 40-17.
Oh my God.
You heard it here first, folks.
I'm gonna clip
The
this
Buccaneers
later.
and Saints are going to go to overtime, tied 7-7. And Tom Brady is going to pull off a miracle drive in the end in the last minutes of overtime to win the game 13-7.
I'm gonna
Giving you an NFC Championship game with Tom motherfucking Brady. Sorry if I'm not allowed to curse on your stream, but I just did.
It's cool. We're gonna clip this because this is perfect.
Please do.
Oh, all right. But before I let you go, I gotta ask a couple more topics.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on Captain America and the discussions that he's coming back?
So for the record, I don't give two shirts about Marvel or DC or any superhero nonsense.
Okay.
It's just not my jam. But I did see that what's his name? Chris. Which Chris is this? Pine, right?
Is it Pine?
Chris Pine? Chris Paul? Chris whatever.
That Chris guy, one of the Chris's.
One of the Chris's.
Chris and them.
He tweeted news to me earlier today. Let's see, which Chris is this? Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Yes, he tweeted 2 hours ago. News to me.
Oh.
So
This
there's
is
that.
the worst feeling in the world is when you sitting there, everybody's getting excited, and it just goes.
It's not going to happen.
Although it could be just a lie because everybody says that type of stuff, and then they end up signing the deal. And then he just shows up in the trailer, and they're like, "You lied to us. That's not Chris Pine or Chris Evans or whatever Chris that was." Everybody hates Chris, but anyway, I know you have been streaming more, and I know you have your Wednesday night fights.
Yeah, boy.
When's the next stream schedule? What's the schedule like? What's going on?
So the way that it's looking now, Wednesdays and Fridays seem to be the jam.
Okay.
Really disappointed yesterday. I had a great stream going because a friend of mine rated my stream. I had 15 plus viewers. You know what
Ooh.
happened? My internet crashed.
Oh.
I was furious. Came back with the internet like 5 minutes later. Had 2 viewers.
Oh.
Everybody gone.
Heartbreaking.
I got a couple follows, but whatever. But in any case, Wednesday, every Wednesday is going to be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fight Night Open Arena.
Nice.
Anyone can kind of jump in and whatever. That starts usually 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern time. We usually go for about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. Usually about 2, somewhere in between there. Friday nights usually going to be Super Mario Maker, but this week we're going to be streaming the new Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Ooh.
It's not new, but the re-release.
Yep.
So check that out. May also still fit in some Mario Maker as well. And probably going to do at least maybe one pop-up stream if time allows, either on Tuesdays or Saturdays. I would love to have Splatoon's be a regular thing with Splatoon 2, but just given my work schedule, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
But I would love to have Saturday afternoons sort of be just like either retro games or we're playing some story-based games, especially like some JRPGs or something like that. So, yeah, you can check that out at SQEcast, twitch.tv/SQEcast for side quest enthusiasts. That's what the SQE is all about. And yeah, streaming is fun, man. Did 7 days of streaming, and that was the best gift I gave to myself in 2020.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is good stuff. And I know once I get my Scott Pilgrim, I didn't know that there's online play and all that stuff. I was like, oh, I thought it was just a little solo thing. Oh no, you can play online, and they've added a lot of extra stuff in there that I did not know before. And I was like, oh, this is a whole situation now. Where you got side games, you got everything. I'm like, oh, I'll be playing this. Like, this is going to get done. Like, that'll definitely be added into the rotation. We got to get some gaming stuff situated. There has to be an Among Us game eventually.
Absolutely. I think I do want to have... Listen, I wish I could stream every day. Because I would. Maybe not every day, but maybe 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
Because I definitely would love to play some Among Us. I think that might be something I do. I feel like Fridays, I definitely want to have it be a rotation. It could be Mario Maker sometimes. It could be Among Us sometimes. It could be whatever the brand new game is that's out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Among Us is such a good game.
I don't play it enough because I don't want to just jump in somebody's random like lobby and everybody's like, oh, he's got to go. And I'm like, I don't even know you guys. I can't even haggle. Like, I want to get some people in. I'm going to be all right, you know me. You know I'm not a killer, bro. I didn't kill anybody. Like, and then they be, oh, Marcus is the killer. I'm like, yes, you all died.
It's going to be offline, but I am probably going to be playing some Among Us with some people tonight. If you're interested in jumping in, I'll text you.
Depending on the time,
it'll be pretty late though. I don't know. It might be past your bedtime because we usually don't even start till 9:30.
9:30. Woo. Sheesh.
Yeah, I know.
Sheesh.
Yeah, last time we were up playing games till about 4 in the morning.
See, no. Yeah. I'm not about that life anymore.
Yeah.
Like 10 o'clock hits and I'm like, bruh, you gotta wrap this up so you can upload this stuff so you can go to bed.
Yep.
11 o'clock, I'm like, bro, is it done yet? 12 o'clock, I'm like, bruh, bed. I'm like, I'm already there, bro.
I feel that.
Like, maybe on weekends, probably. I'm like, yeah, let's stay up all night and actually do it once in a while. And I'm like, this is not going to be a good idea the next morning, but that's future Marcus's problem, not mine. But we'll definitely figure that out. We'll definitely get an Among Us little situation going. Like, there's so many options now. There's so many different games.
There's so many games. And it's only going to get crazier this year. There's so many great games coming out this year.
Yep.
And none of them are on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Oh, I said it.
I don't even
have
a PS5 yet, so I can't.
No one does. I don't think it exists.
I keep looking to check, and I'm like, is it there yet? And it's like, no. And it's go, okay, that's cool.
But here's the thing, Marcus, and this happens every generation, so I'm not really hating on it. But name me 5 games that you want on PS5. Name me 3.
It's not about the games. It is
Then
about
what is it?
It is about me saying I got a PS5 and you guys don't have it. It's mine. I can wave my new controller in everybody's face. I don't care. You know who should be really bragging? The guy that has a functional PS1. That guy is crazy, but he also has a functional PS1. That guy's a genius. But I don't have that. Well, actually, I do, but I don't think it works. It's okay. It's in okay condition, but it's not perfect condition. But I want my PS5 because I can just sit there and say, PS5, done. Get out of my way. My graphics, I don't care about all that. Yada, yada, yada. Like, I just want it. You don't show it. You don't throw it in my face, and then I can't have it. You know what also did that? Dreamcast.
Strip clubs.
Dreamcast with their stupid fake game, and that thing never happened. And I was like, Dreamcast, why? Why would you do that to me?
I told you that wasn't gonna happen.
But it was there. They had markups. They had pictures. Why? Why would you do that to us?
Because that's the internet.
Also, the KFC console. Not gonna lie, tempted. Very tempted.
I would buy that before I would buy a PS5.
I mean, I'm gonna try to buy both.
I mean, I want all of them.
I want them all.
I'm not saying I'm not going to buy a PS5. I'm just saying I can't think of any games that I want on there.
Yeah,
I can think of.
There's no games I'm jumping for joy to go grab. One, I'm also just tired of playing my PlayStation 4. And most of the stuff that I can have, most of the stuff I do have right now, I can just jump over to that one.
Right. True. True.
It's more of a.
So in a sense, you already have a PS5. This is what I'm saying.
No, I am not going to call.
Don't get on the hype train now for $500.
I am not going to call this travesty a PS5. As a PS4 is old, and it's matter of fact, no, you're good. You're good right now. I'm not going to disrespect you because you're going to die on me if I disrespect you right here live on.
But then you just said that. Shout outs to the guy that has a PS1 that's still functional.
No, because he's crazy. And I don't want him thinking that I'm insulting him because he's playing PS1 and whatever game that works for that thing still, NBA 95. I'm good. I'm not disrespecting him because he'll find me. He has nothing but time with that PlayStation 1 that'll randomly just start showing you CD player and whatever else the other thing was. Memory card.
Mm-hmm.
You start loading up, it gives you the whole sign. You're like, yeah, ready to play. And then all of a sudden, it's like CD player, memory card. You're like, wait, no, I want to play the game. The game's in there, it's swirling around and everything.
I can hear it.
I hear you moving. Why won't you read it? Nope. He's playing Tekken 2 and enjoying his best life playing that PlayStation 1. I'm not gonna bother him. I'm gonna let him live his life. But he's crazy. But I want my PS5. But I mean, I'm not in a rush. I'm not going crazy. Like I did go crazy trying to order it early, and I'm like, yeah. I went through the fun. It was fun. Then after a while, it stopped being fun, and I was like, I'm good. I'm done. I'm like, I'll wait. But it's also nice seeing like kids get it, and their like faces. They're, oh my god, because I was that kid once. My little Sega came, and I went, oh, we in here.
Yep.
It wasn't a Sega Master or whatever crap or whatever, but it was a regular Sega. It was good. It did its work. It still works around here, but yeah, I just wanted it. It didn't happen. It's all good, but I do want one, just so I can, just upgrade my life. Got a new PC. It's treating me well.
Very
Doing
nice.
good, girl. Happy for you. Got laptops that work well. So, I mean, I'm not pressing for it, but I want it. But
Cool.
Let's wrap this up. What else you got going on?
I mean, not much really. New episode of the Side Quest Enthusiast podcast is coming on Monday.
Alrighty.
Talking about the new Super Mario World 3D World. It's coming out for Switch I was going to talk about, there's a lot of anniversaries coming out this year. We got 25 years of Pokemon, 35 years of Metroid, 35 years of Zelda.
So
So,
much.
so much. This
So
is going to
many
be a huge
anniversaries.
year in gaming, and watch out because this is going to be top 5 years in gaming history,
Oh,
no
of course.
doubt. So,
Everybody's just been sitting at home working.
yeah.
It's gonna be some really thought out games, except for Cyberpunk. And
Oh, burn.
too soon, too soon, or did your
No.
graphics not catch up to the burn?
No, I don't think those
Burn!
shareholders caught up to the burn. They put out a game way too early. That game needed another year of development. Let's be real here.
But they got
But
Keanu. I mean,
they did. They
that
did.
was that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I got Keanu, I'm pushing whatever I could. But I'm gonna make sure it's like, all right, upgrades will come and it'll get better over time. But I'm like, yo, we got Keanu. We got to use him as much as we can. He's showing up. He's like, you're breathtaking, and he's pointing at the crowd, and he's got Bill and Ted coming out. Stuff is real. You got to make some moves. You should have hired more people to fix this up and get it done.
Yeah, they should have.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I still have some qualms about the game outside of just its the fact that it's buggy and all that other stuff. I think there's some things within that game, contextually, socially, that are just a little that I don't want to touch on. But
yeah,
I do want to check it out at some point, just to check it out. Obviously, I'm not going to do that on PS4, and I don't believe that my PC is going to be strong enough to be able to handle it. But I do want to check it out eventually. I'm looking forward to getting that thing for $19.99 when I get a PS5.
absolutely.
I get that on a Christmas sale. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah. You realize that I'm only 2 degrees separated from Keanu Reeves technically because of Cyberpunk? Like, my friend, Alana Pierce is in it.
Yeah.
Which means she knows Keanu Reeves. Which means
You know Keanu Reeves.
I know Keanu Reeves.
I mean,
we're basically besties.
You might as well just call yourself besties. You might as well get matching tattoos.
Yeah, why not?
You're Skyping each other later. You're like, you know what, Keanu, what's good? What are you doing? Watching movies? Bet it. Like,
you want to start a watch party?
watch party? You want to watch it together?
You want to watch The Matrix?
Hey, you heard that movie, right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh man, thank you, Kyle. We gotta make sure we schedule these little good old conversations and whatnot.
Absolutely.
And we gotta, and maybe even throw in a watch party for, one of the tree houses or state of plays or whatever they got coming up or whatever. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah, there's got to be a Nintendo Direct incoming at some point.
Yeah, it has to be. Something has to come out. Well, the Pokemon stuff is starting to get the announcements and the dates and everything.
Yeah, we got Pokemon Snap coming in April. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And I think, it's going to be interesting for March because that's going to be when the whole 35th anniversary of Mario ends.
Yeah.
But I think, again, Zelda and Metroid are going to be huge this year for Nintendo. And there's so much more for them to update on. There's so many games that are coming to Switch this year.
Yep.
So, and there's usually a Nintendo Direct in January. I don't think it's going to happen this month, but I do think early February we could see something, and I'm excited about that.
Yep. Hell yeah. Well, I want to thank Kyle for coming through. It's my guy. Round of applause. I can only be the only one applauding because everybody else isn't here, obviously. My dog's asleep.
I was about to say, the dog's not clapping?
Yeah, ingrate. I want to thank you guys. We're going to take a small break, and we'll be right back. Bam! Don't be going too far. All right, guys. Switch over to Fortnite. You know the vibes. Shout out to Kyle for coming through, man. Big dog status. And we got to test out the new interview segment, which was dope too. Shout out to that, man. We're gonna keep working on that type of stuff. Shout out, and I apologize in advance if the audio was a little low from the start of it, but we're gonna work on that as well. Can you boo boo boo? Sixers game is about to start, so we're gonna be getting prepared for that as well. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, no one. But yeah, big shout out to Kyle, man. Dope status. And I'm hoping. Oh, Slurp Legends. What? We want to make sure we get those hot takes from Kyle earlier on the scores. That's going to be interesting. There was something. Oh, yeah. Hide and seek underwater labs. I am not going to lie to you. This looks super interesting. Thank you to the communication for picking these things. That is going to be dope. Microphone off. Let's see if the live item shop is popping over there real quick before we get into this. Whew. Rim Raider, okay. Lace. Bam, bam, bam. I'm not gonna lie, I want Joker, and I'm just not spending $30 for Joker. I feel totally bad. So I'm not gonna get him, but what else? So, we're going to check out this hide and seek underwater labs. I'm super curious. It's super interesting to me. And I'm super hyped. Big shout out again to KyleLiterally for coming through and resubbing for 28 months straight. Good God. The man is a legend. He's a monster. He's a monster among men. Sixers game has just started, so we're going to open up the game cast. I need to watch the game somehow. Oh, yeah. Let's go. All right. Let's see what this shebang may. You're a seeker. Am I the only one? Cool. I hate that I'm a seeker already. Oh! That is interesting. We'll be using that later. How are you not grabbing? What? Are you serious? Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm heating up. Oh, they're on my team. All right. I'm not gonna lie, I am loving this. It's locked. I already know one spot I'm going to. Got him. You get everybody? Oh, draw. I got 6 people? Nice. I was waiting for this one. This was my spot earlier. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You can't tell me hide and seek is in this game, and I'm not gonna play it. You're crazy. I like you. Yeah, I like that. Yup. Whatever. We'll get it fixed. We got it. Oh! Already? They knew it. They knew this spot was open. Holy crap. Yo, there's so much stuff here. Sweet. Got it. Sweet. I need to hit the force. There's so many places. I am the man who will fight for your honor. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. Yo, this game is wild, and I'm loving every bit of it. I am rocking with this until it closes. No. Sorry. Not interested. Hope you're having a great day, though. You're my team. Hey! That was awesome! Yo, what a spot. I was just joking around. What? How many people are left? Yo, some of these spots, yo, are ridiculous. Like, I legit can't wait to play. Like, you got them all? Alright. Not a loss because I had 2 draws. I had 10. I had 10. right back. Go on the bathroom. Stay there. I'm not gonna lie, that. Oh crap! What is that? Bonita Applebum, you gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, I said you gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, gotta put me on. Bonita, Bonita, Bonita. So glad we ain't trade Maxey. Maxey out here balling. Crap. Oh no, I'm not in yet. Yo, this game is way too much fun. I'm playing this all night. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hate this spot. I hate this spot so much. I was not prepared for this spot. I didn't want this spot. I'm loving this. I want to win. And I'm shocked this is going to be a spot that I'm actually doing pretty... Not great. I'm not doing pretty well. I'm only 11 hiders remaining. Okay. Whew. Holy crap. So I got caught really early last time. Sixers are up by 8 at the end of the first. So the Shake Milton back. You see, I was the one. I was checking this spot. I thought I was gonna get caught early. To think that I got maybe a minute and a half left is ridiculous. People are coming. "30 seconds. Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Ew. Hell yeah. I'm a seeker. Oh. I'm gonna show you how to link the up. So we get about 6 minutes to find everybody. Good to know. I didn't pay attention the first time. I was like just ready to play. God. I can jump at the top. Alright, bet it. Bruh, like, yo, you can hide in the bathroom. It is on in these streets. I'm seeing so many different hiding spots. Nope. They're cleaning up, but I am not getting anybody. I forgot about this spot. Literally was just sitting here the entire time. Oh my god! Yo, this thing has every... Oh, fam. Crap, we got a minute left. Who's missing? I don't have any points here right now. I didn't catch anybody yet. I legit did nothing this round. Crap. 30 seconds left, and we still have... How many people left? 5? Crap. Crap, we're not going to get them all. And I did nothing to get this one. Damn. I know. I did nothing, like... Score dropped. Hmm. Wait, 1 second, yeah. I'm gonna take a small break. But I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna keep this thing here. Dog out real quick. Let's go. What an OT win. Let's go, baby. Good dub. It's 10 o'clock, man. I'm done. I'm out of here. Oh, my God. So here's the deal. It was a fun stream. We had the chance to talk to Kyle. KyleLiterally. It was dope. Got some stuff planned for the future. First time I've actually really had a full interview. Again, apologies to the earlier of the technical difficulties. Hopefully y'all guys heard him throughout the first part. But if not, we'll make sure we're going to do that better again next time. But, oh, man, it was fun. And this was a fun way to end it, too. Had 2 shots on goal, but I didn't get us a score. But, this was a good one. The only reason why I'm ending it now the way I want to is because tomorrow we got a lot of stuff, and we're streaming Saturday. So we got the big announcement tomorrow. We got the Saturday stream. We got a lot of stuff on deck. So I want to make sure I get some real good sleep tonight, man. And I thank y'all for rocking with me, man. And I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Whew. I'm tired. First thing first, the Fortnite hide and seek game, I love it. I'm low-key addicted to it. And I'm probably going to play more of it tomorrow if it's available. Man. Although, I mean, I guess on stream it would probably not be the greatest. But I'm going to probably just end up doing a little bit more talking. But we'll figure it out. But again, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Big announcement tomorrow. And that's it for me. Hope you have a great night. Make sure you go to healmarcus.com. Make sure you emote spam the chat while we're away with the highlights coming up in a couple seconds. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go check out Madden Simulation stream that we got going. Or not stream, but videos that we got going on. We're on week 2. Week 3 drops this Sunday, noon. You know the vibes. Other than that, man, shout out to Super Dope Gaming always. Acute Caps, Fade, Boodle, Queen, Cap, Tin Man, Kyle, Gusmas, and Gummy Bear. Thank you guys for hosting and showcasing my channel on your platforms. I appreciate y'all, and I can't thank you guys enough. Shout out to Squishy Burrito Kitty. Shout out to everybody that's been subbing. All that stuff, man. I thank you. I can't thank you enough, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Peace.